Following his Saturday, June 17th workout with the 76ers, one of the top projected prospects in this year's draft, Darren Fox. How'd it go out there? It seemed like you had a nice rhythm.
It went well. I came in, just tried to attack the workout, shot the ball, just being able to shock and guard, play the pick and roll, just, do things that NBA point guards are going to have to do.
This being your third workout, what are the ways you try to emphasize things you can control when you're out there as far as showing your skill set to teams?
Well, mostly, you just show your effort. They want to see what you do in a workout by yourself, if you're able to bring energy, attack the workout. And I feel like I did that well. My shots been looking good. That's one thing that they're really talking about. I feel like I never really had a bad form. Got the rotation that I wanted down, making free throws, pull-ups. So all in all, I feel like I had a really good workout today.
In addition to the shot, what else have you really been concentrating on since the end of the college season?
Just getting my body right. An 82-game season is very grueling on your body, so that's one thing that I know I'm going to have to change, get stronger, a lot healthier. I've been eating well, so that's one thing that I've really been focusing on this summer.
For people out there that follow the draft and take a look at boards, it seems like your name has really been creeping up towards the top of draft boards. Do you pay attention to that? Do you hear that type of noise?
I hear it. I try not to pay attention to it, but with social media now, you get tagged in it so much. So I've seen them, but, crazy things happen on draft night. You never know what's going to happen. So, for me, it doesn't matter where I'm drafted. Just know that I'm going to go there and play.
There were a couple of things you said at the Combine that I wanted to follow up with you about. I think the first thing was you said that you didn't realize how fast you were until just this past season at Kentucky. Is that really true?
Yeah, that's true. And so me and my high school coach were actually talking, and he would get mad at the guys for not being able to stay in front of me. And then he was like, I watched you this year, and it's like I realized I couldn't really be getting mad at him just because he thought at first it was just because I was just better than, the guys at my school. And he was like, I just realized that you were faster than everybody. And I didn't realize that I was that fast until Coach Cal kept preaching me to use my speed.
What did you learn about what your speed can do on the court and what type of difference it makes?
It makes a huge difference. We played teams that pressed, and literally when I was on the floor, they wouldn't press. And, it's a difference maker. You can't really teach speed. And when you're able to use it and stay in control, it's a very valuable weapon.
You also said out in Chicago you feel like you're the best point guard in this year's draft class. You just seem to have a good sense of confidence and comfort about yourself. Where does that come from?
Just growing up in Houston. It's a lot of people in Houston. It's a big city. Just about every sport, trust me, is tough. Baseball to basketball to football, everything's tough. And you got to have that confidence. You got to have that swagger to survive. And it's the same thing in the league. If you're not confident about yourself, then it'll eat you up. So I've always just been a confident kid.
We've had a handful of Kentucky prospects come through the facility and sit down with us in recent weeks. Malik Monk had some very nice things to say about you the other day. And also Dominique Hawkins, your roommate, he said, let me tell you, Darren does not stop playing video games. And it's been well documented how much you play 2K. When you're in my career mode, what do you simulate? Like, do you create your own character? Do you play with other teams? What do you look for?
I actually don't play 2K that much anymore, just because I play basketball so much, so I get away from it. But when I do play my player, I always make like a small forward, because everybody makes point guards. Every person want to make a 6'3", 6'2", 6'4" point guard. So I always go to small forward route, and he does everything. He grabs 20 rebounds, get 15 assists. He does everything.
When you looked out on the court, obviously there were members of the Sixers coaching staff here today, but players like Joel Embiid, Dario Saric, T.J. McConnell, Ben Simmons you've played with in the past, been around him. Do you let yourself think when you're in front of teams how you might fit, what the possibilities could be?
Definitely. That's one thing that I always think about just because, I'm going into it looking at it, from a business aspect. And, I like the core group that they have. I've known Ben for some years. Joel's that dude. He's great to be around, and then he's a great player. So just being around here, it's a great atmosphere.
All right. Well, how do you plan to spend June 22nd draft night?
How do I plan to spend it?
Just the emotions you might feel.
I don't really know how I'm gonna feel. I've had people say some of their parents will cry once they hear their name called. I don't know. Mine might. I don't know. But I'm psyched. I'm psyched about it. Less than a week away. I'm just ready. I'm ready to get started. Just hear my name called, being able to walk across the stage, shake the commissioner's hand, and I know it's going to be a lot of interviews, but I'm just ready for it. I'm excited.
Well, thank you for doing this one, and best of luck going forward.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.